So hello there. We have often seen that 0.1% of people who succeed, they usually tell in their interviews that if I can do it, you can also do it. And then we have another group of people, that is 99.9% of people who did exact the same thing that the 0.1% people did to succeed. But most of the times these people don't understand that why did they fail, because or why is their result not in a particular way as they expect it to be, because they have tried all the things or did everything that they could for a particular person to succeed, but they could not make it. Now the answer to this question or this phenomenon lies in the concept known as survivalship bias. So when I talk about bias, is a term which is usually used as an unfair means for a particular group of people, as you favor them or favor any particular person in general. Now talking about survivalship bias is the favorism towards the people who survive, or those who thrive towards the process of being able to succeed. Or we can say survivalship bias as a tendency that we focus on the examples in our immediate vision and take decisions because they show only success and victory, taking into consideration that everyone who took the same path and failed. Now most of the people will not think that it is a process that is used to get out of action. It is believed that since barely anyone can make it, so what's the point in trying? No, my friend, you got it wrong. Here the irony is, if you don't try, how you will get to know the results? If you don't try, your odds go to zero directly, and extremely low odds are still greater than zero. So if you want to survive, you will have to at least try. We can say that survivalship bias is a common logical error that occurs because we assume that success stories tells us the whole story, and we fail to account for failures because it is not visible or due to lack of its visibility. We never see media covering unsuccessful stories or stories of failure. Yes, we definitely see it covering successful, like the stories from people who were successful and they did try something new and they failed. But for that also you need to be successful first, only then it covers that. Also, we use success stories as an example of all the stories, and we tend to arrive at wrong conclusions. So why do we take wrong decisions? Because we try to follow in the footsteps of stories of those who survive, and instead of learning from numerous others who failed. That's the benefit of knowing bias. So keeping bias in mind and think of all the possibilities that where something fails beforehand, you just might make it, because quite a possibility, right? Think about the diet plans, exercise routines, and rehab treatment. We see their glowing testimonials because people who see the results usually share it. But most of the people who didn't see the results feel ashamed to share, and what they do is they skew the examples which might be useful for someone else. So just like we flaunt our achievements, why can't we share our failures? The negative aspect of survivalship bias is usually we erase the stories of the people who did not survive, and in that ways we are erasing the stories from the people who might have a lot to teach us from their stories. So each time you make a decision, just ask yourself one question: what is the thing that I am not seeing? So survivalship bias is not an excuse for not doing or not taking actions. Rather, it's just a tool which helps you to cut out through the noise and understand the world in better manner. So if you're doing something, do it fully informed. So this topic stuck into my head when I was reading a book, The Art of Thinking Clearly by Rolf Dobelli. It is a very interesting topic, and you can, if you dig deep into this topic, you can find many day-to-day life examples. For example, for a student who sees a particular person cracking a particular exam and thinking that if he or she can do it, I can also do it. Definitely you can also do it, but just ask yourself one question: what is the thing that you're not seeing? Are you seeing the hard work that goes behind and the dedication that goes behind it? I take another example of stock market. We see that okay, this people is doing this much and they succeeded, so maybe I'll do and I'll also succeed. But you are not seeing the failures after which they have succeeded. So just pay attention to the failure stories as well and learn from them, and then move into that point. Do share your views in this topic and how you like the video, and if you got some practical application in this topic, do let me know. Thank you for watching and do like this video.